We live. Hold on. What up? J Honey. What's good? We're gonna get started in like 5 minutes. All right, that's what's up. Yeah, you definitely gonna learn a lot, bro. You're gonna learn a lot today. Just give me like 5 minutes. I'll be right back. Where's the remote? I can only do the instrumentals though. I'll be back in like 5 minutes.
I just found out I bake.
I'm about to say what.
And Razor Ruddock is.
Let's see, we can get this live started. Just fix a few things. All right, so make sure I'm muted on both right now. I'm gonna get started in like 5 minutes. Who got good instrumentals? Who got some good instrumentals? I just seen a Michael Jackson movie. I'm gonna play some Michael Jackson instrumentals. I think that's what I'm gonna do today. Switch it up. Cause I think YouTube they're gonna try to block my video if I play the actual song. They did me dirty in my last one.
You didn't inherit this. You built it. Every late night, every dollar earned with
All right. I'll be back. It'll be like 5 minutes. All right, we are back. I would love some tea. I like how we get started on the lives like this. I'm not gonna lie. We be getting started on the lives with some nice tea in the morning. Uh, Good morning, good morning. Let's get this show on the road. I don't got that much time. Okay, good morning. Make sure my screens are where they need to be. All right, so if you're on my Discord, you can see everything. If you are just on YouTube right now, yeah, it's only so much that you're gonna be able to see. So what I need y'all to do is go to the link in my description, join my Discord. You get to see everything. The trading bots and all. But overall, we're gonna try to scalp this market tonight. Well, today I should say, this morning, and walk away with some profits. I'm not gonna sit here all day. I got somewhere to be. So, if we don't find a setup within if I don't find a setup within that time frame, then hopefully I at least made a play. Hopefully I at least made a play for you guys. Yeah, go ahead, join the Discord. I'm live on Discord as well, and you should be able to see everything. All right, so you'll see the back of everything. All right, so yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. All right. We're gonna go ahead and get started. All right. Let me pull this up on my phone. So, all right. So basically, what I do in the morning is I just play off an opening bell. If you don't know what opening bell is, it's basically just the New York Stock Exchange open, right? So all that's happening is the banks are opening up. These funded institutions are opening up. Like you can't hear me on Discord. Let me see. All right, you can hear me now on Discord? Should be able to hear me now. Shout out to my girl, yo. Look at this robe. This might be my trading robe for the mornings now. I ain't gonna lie, I like this. I mean, I always wear it, but I ain't think I was gonna get on here with this. I wasn't even thinking about what I had on just now. I ain't gonna lie. But I like the vibe. All right, so let's go ahead and get started because 9:30 is in 3 minutes, and then I want like the whole purpose is to show like that opening, how volatile it is in the opening, and then how I trade off of that. Because a lot of people get all antsy, excited. They see the opening bell when you first start. Some people trade it well, but others get cooked. And I ain't in the business of getting cooked. I'm not trying to get on live and get cooked. Like, no, I've done it enough. So, but I do like to see the market, like how it opens up. It kind of gives me like, what's the vibe for the day, right? So I'll explain my strategy. It's very simple. It's not hard at all. If you have any like questions like, maybe you're a beginner, you don't know anything about anything. What is a candlestick? What is futures? Go to my Discord and then text me, and then I'll one-on-one, explain whatever it is that you need to know. Or I have in my Discord something called recommended resources where you could kind of just like touch up on like some basic stuff as far as like how I trade and what I use to trade. But I'm constantly going to be updating it and putting more like value into it. So, and it's all free. Like I'm not like charging anybody for stuff that I paid thousands of dollars for. So, once again, if you're here, welcome. My name is Shaq Stacks, and yeah, let's make some money in this market, man. Let's not waste no more time. Hopefully, my Discord, y'all can hear me now. I'm about to go back to the YouTube. I'm not the best multitasker, so y'all bear with me. Hopefully everybody can see my screen right now. Right now I should be on Trading View. Oh, that's what I was doing. See, that's what I was saying. I can't multitask for nothing. Just so I can see what the screen is saying. So I can still read the comments. All right, so now I can see the comments on my screen with y'all. All right, let's do this. All right, so first things first, right? It's 9:30, so opening bell just started. All right, I go down to the 1 minute just so y'all can see. It don't look like it's really doing much already, but usually you'll see like a lot of volatility in the market during opening bell. But while it's doing its thing, we're going to do my top-down analysis. Okay, now it's starting to move a little bit, but all right, we're going to do something called top-down analysis. What I do is I start on the higher time frames. I take a glance at the 4 hour. I don't really necessarily use it, if that makes sense. Right? I take a glance at the 4 hour just to kind of see the vibe, see where trend is going. So it looks like market's been in an uptrend for the past like week. Even starting this week, it's looking like it's continuing in that direction. But I just play off of these levels. On the higher time frame, these levels are stronger. So as you see, this is something I marked up like yesterday, I believe, 2 days ago. So I'm gonna wind up deleting this, but like basically I'm trapping price within a structure. Now, when I did this, I did it off the hour time frame. Right now we're on the 4. I'm just trying to see the vibe. Like what is the market doing overall? Then I go down to my 1 hour, right? And I try to find areas where I could trap price at, right? So I'm gonna delete what I had up here before. As y'all see, I caught out a play, right? It was either gonna do 3 things. It was gonna break past the structure, retest, and then continue to go. On the lower time frames, you'll see that actually happening, and I wound up catching this play. It was either that, it was going to bounce off this resistance, continue to sell off, and then go back up, or it was going to sell off, retest this level, and then continue to sell. But I wound up doing the first one, so we still wound up making some good profits off of that. But I'm just going to delete this so that I don't confuse myself. Now, I'm going to delete the 15-minute opening range. I'm going to use this level of support and resistance for today. Just because if we're looking at the past, right, I like this level. I like this level too. Thank you. I like this level when it comes to being a level of support or a level of demand, right? I also like this here as well. It seems like price came here a few times and reacted off of it, even to this point right now, like of today. All right, so I'm gonna mark that level off. I like to create a line, but then just to remind myself that like this line isn't exactly like where price could bounce off of. Like at the end of the day, no one can predict the actual price. So it's more so like a zone or an area. So I like to put the box over it just to kind of remind myself like it could be anywhere in this like area, right? That you want to react off of. Okay. So as you see, like it did kind of react off of it, the same level where like it struggled to push through here and here and here. So that's like 3 different touches. Now, obviously, overnight or last night, price came up here and rejected off of it as well. So I'm just going to mark that up. So now I have 3 levels. I usually only go with 2, but because that level was so strong from the past few days, I can see if price breaks through, I already have like an area where price is going to go back to. And I can use that as like a take profit level or, it's already there. So now we got our zones kind of marked up. We kind of got price trapped in these areas where even if it was to break through and come through here, I could make another level right here. But I'm not going to think that deep into the past. I'm hoping we could play off like just these 2 zones and then we'll come out with some dubs. All right, so All right, so now, all right, we can see price is actually really reacting off of this. Let's see if we could catch some plays. After I continue to break down my strategy. Now, after the 1 hour, right, I dropped down to the 15-minute. And because, like I said, I don't necessarily trade it on the opening bell. I wait for the first 15 minutes of the open, right? So at 9:45 is when I'm going to um look at the market and see like which direction it actually wanted to go into, because the opening bell can be very deceiving. Like it can be pushing up in one direction and then switch up and go the other direction, and it's not even like it's doing that slowly. Like it can go, the range could be, it could be very large basically, uh and be going in the opposite direction of what the market is actually telling you, just because it's trying to like, it's trying to find its way, right? So I kind of leave the market alone. But there are, like I said, there are some aggressive traders. There's people that trade that, and that's just their style. They're a little bit more aggressive. I'm not. I rather wait. I rather be patient. I rather not take a trade and miss out on a run at this point, in my trading journey, than to try to force something and lose. The market's always going to be there. So it's just really about catching like that sniper move. That one sniper move can like set you up. And even if you miss, it's not like it blows your account to the point where you can't trade again. You'll have to literally like lose multiple trades in a row to blow your account. And if you're patient, you won't lose multiple trades in a row. And if you're patient, you can lose one, two, or three trades, and then that one trade can either get you your money back or more. So like that's kind of like what I'd rather do. Yeah, I'll take it. Thank you. See that? This is why I know I'm gonna have a good trading day, because I got some tea, got some oatmeal. My lady asking me some, what I want to eat in the morning. Feel good. I can't lose. I can't lose if this is happening. All right. So as we wait for this, we got like, all right, we're gonna wait till 9:45 before I mark up the 15-minute opening range. We're gonna wait for this candle to basically finish. And then we're gonna use those as also levels of support and resistance, or zones that we want to kind of see price react off of and give us a direction that it's going to go in for the day. So as we wait, I'm gonna look for some instrumentals, or if y'all have any questions, y'all go ahead and ask. Like it could be anything about me, about trading, whatever. If I know the answer, I'll let you know. If I don't know the answer, I'm honestly, I'm gonna tell you now. Like I'm not like no master trader. I'm no financial advisor, nothing like that. It's just a skill that I picked up, that I'm continuing to learn, I should say. But I've had some success, and I'm willing to share my knowledge, like I said, and it's for free. Like this is stuff I paid thousands of dollars for, to learn. And I feel like more people should have an understanding or knowledge about it. I'm not saying that you have to become like some day trader or anything like that, but um it's good to have to at least know that you can do it, and it's not like hard. So I'm trying to simplify it for everybody, and you know make it easy. So whether you're watching it live or you're watching it on, you're coming back to the video and you're watching it, um I do the same thing in every video, like literally. And you see, like I will take my losses, but I also wind up winning at the end of the session. Um, and that's the goal. It's probably not gonna be like that every time, but the goal is to win, or be profitable every session. I could lose twice and win once and still be profitable. So to me, that's a win, at the end of the day. And that's part of this game. That's what it comes with. So, in a way, these lives is just documentation for you, for myself, to be able to come back to and say like, okay, like, this worked the last time, and this is how we could do it the next time, and just keep getting better. Thank you. I don't really know what instrumentals I want to play. I was gonna do
Drake instrumentals.
some Drake instrumentals. I put in Michael Jackson instrumentals, and then it went straight to his songs right after. You know what song keep playing back in my head? He was like, "Got me working day and night." I felt that because he was like, "Yo, this is my last tour." He was not playing. He was not playing with him. All right, hopefully this just keeps playing.
Physically and mentally tough.
Y'all like my oh. Y'all like my robe though? Y'all see that? Custom made joint. Did this nigga say trading right? You know what I'm saying? I think that's the vibe though. It's not a vibe. You gotta get your robe, yo. I think it gives you like a +5 in your trading attributes. Yo, you get a badge. You get a trading badge if you put on a robe while you trading. I ain't gonna lie. You get another badge when you got some tea with you. When in doubt, what they say? Pinky out. How much do you need to start? All right. So to start, I have what you call a funded account, right? So I have a Apex Trader funding account. If you go to the website, you will you'll be able to see like what I'm talking about. So basically, it's a prop firm, and it they fund you with money. But in order for them to fund you with the money, you have to basically go through an evaluation stage and show them that you know how to trade. So they'll give you like a profit target. If you meet the profit target, then they'll actually give you those funds. So if you ask for 25,000, you ask for 50,000, you ask for 100,000, whatever it is that you're asking for, they will they'll basically give you that money like simulated, and then you have to meet the profit target without like while following their rules. As far as like you can't lose like $1,000 within the day or whatever. Your trading consistency, like you can't have like a lucky day where you make like 10,000 and then you make a couple hundred the other days. Like you can't get lucky like that either. So like you got to trade within the rules, like the consistency rules. You have to trade for a certain amount of days, and you have to hit their profit target. Once you do that, then they'll give you access to whatever amount of money it is that you was asking for. So if it's 25 or 50 or 100, whatever, they'll give you access to it. And then it's pretty much the same thing. Like you don't necessarily have like a profit target, but they tell you that you need to make a certain amount of money before you can make a withdrawal. And then, but you can make as much money as you want with the actual funded account. And then you could start making your withdrawals from that account. Now, with all that being said, right, there's a lot of prop firms. They usually cost around like $200-$300 just to get like around like I have 50K accounts, right? So the 50K accounts are usually like $200-$300 or whatever to get. But the one that I'm using, it has like a sale. Like they usually have like a code, a free code that you could use, and it'll drop it down from 300 to about $30, right? So you get access to $50,000 for $30, right? All you have to do is know what you're doing. You pass these evaluations, and they fund you with the 50K. Now I'm trading right now. I'm trading with 5 funded accounts. All right, so that's about like 250 I'm trading with altogether. All right, so our 15 minute just closed. Let me know if I answer your question though, because I know I'm kind of like rambling about it, but that's pretty much how much you need to get started. If that's what, like, if I answer your question, like it's like for real, it's like $30, but it depends on how many accounts you want. You're allowed up to like 20, so it's on you. Now, if I'm being honest, they make their money because they're banking on people thinking that they know how to trade, and they blow these accounts. So now they have to buy another one. They blow their account, they had to buy another one. So that's how they make their money. But if you know what you're doing, it'll be the opposite. You'll wind up taking money from them, and yeah. All right, so I'm gonna mark up these 15-minute opening ranges since we are past the 15-minute mark. 15-minute RB. I did it like this. This is the process right here. Boom. We're gonna do it again down here. So we're working off of this candle right here and these zones off of the 1 hour. Now, everybody, now we have that, right? Everybody knows the saying buy low, sell high, right? Everybody knows that saying. And
intelligence brings a literal glow of new experiences only on the
everybody knows the saying buy low, sell high. It's the same thing here. Like I said, my bias, I would like to get in for buys until Nas shows me a different change of character. Turns out just a little bit until it shows a different change of character, and that's when I'll look for sales. But right now, on the higher time frames, it's been buying. Right, it may retrace a little bit. Where like I said, if you're an aggressive trader, you can catch sales like this. But overall, it's on the uptrend. So I would like to catch Nas when it comes down to buy at a discounted price and to take it back up. Right. So in this scenario, since we have this marked up and this is where price is right now, we're on a 15-minute chart. I did what I had to do as far as like these with this candle. I'm going to drop it down to my 5 minutes so I can look for an entry. All we're doing is basically waiting for price to react off these levels, and yeah, that's just how we're going to look for our entry. Now, like I said, it's the same play as before. Because I'm looking for buys, I want price to either do, I need price to do one of these three things. Where's the arrow at? All right, so the A plus setup, the best setup that I could possibly get, and this is like, like I feel like I'm not gonna be able to miss, regardless if I lose the trade or not because of the risk. I would love to see price come down here. I want to make this yellow. No, wait. I'll make it blue. I'll put the text anyway, or whatever. All right, so I want price to go down. Sell. I want the price to sell, and then I want to see a green engulfing candle come back this way. And I'm gonna find my entry. Hopefully that happens like within this purple area. Like even if price drops below this, and then my engulfing candle is in here, that's even better. But like the goal is for it to bounce off of this level. So similar to what it did here, right? How price came down, played in this area, engulfing candle. I'll take my chances. This is in the middle of the zone. I would rather like try to catch the entry down here, but like I said, this is best scenario. Best A plus setup, best scenario. It comes down here, I buy here, and I buy it back up to the top. Right. The next best thing, if I'm looking for buys, will be for price to shoot out of this level, shoot past this 15-minute opening range, shoot past this level of resistance, or what some people will call supply. Right. I want to break out of this, not get FOMO. Right. Don't look at it like, oh, it's going up, I gotta get in. No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna let it do its thing, and at some point, it's going the market itself, like Nas, is gonna get tired, and it's gonna retrace. Now, when it retraces, right, we want it to hit this support level and do basically what it did down here, right? You see how it hit the support level and it kind of started chilling? That showed that this level was strong. Price couldn't break through it. So we want to see the same thing. We want to see if price can break through this and then show that this level is strong and is turning from resistance to support, right? This level has to be strong enough to hold price, and not go back down past it. We want to break out, start hitting this level, and start chilling so that it can push back up. If it doesn't start chilling and it goes back through, now we see that this level isn't really strong enough to be support yet. And we're not going to be looking for buys, right? But that's the next best setup for it to bust out, come back, touch price, and then obviously we'll try to catch a buy on the way back up. Okay. Right now, price is rejecting off of this resistance level. Okay. And the last time price came here, rejected off of it, and it sold. So that's why we have this marked up. All right. It's a strong resistance level. But we're going to see if price breaks through it. You can use this level as the same thing as another level of supply or another level of resistance trying to turn into support. Like basically the same thing I said that would happen up here to happen down here. But this is just off the 15-minute opening range. A little bit more riskier, but you can play it the same way. So you can either wait for price to break out, come play off of this level and then take it up, or up here, same thing. But like I said, this is not like the A plus setup. The A plus setup is we want price to come up here, BS, and then come back down here. Because we know that this level is strong already. So if it plays off of this, I'll take my risk, of buying down here and taking it back to the top. Now the third one, which is, me switching my bias in total, is if price comes all the way down here. I'm gonna make this one red because this is like the third level of what we want. Now, like, let's say like price rejects off of this level and then just continues to tank and it breaks through this level, right? We're still not just going to get into the trade. We want confirmation that this level is actually broken. So we're not, like I said, we're not going to get FOMO. We get paid for being patient. PAY patience. PAY. You get paid when you're being patient. All right, so we want price to break out, come back, hit this level, show that this is now resistance again, and then we'll take it back down to this last level. All right, so that's the play, right? So like I said, I can't be up here for too long today, but this is what's going to play out, right? Now, like I said, if you're an aggressive trader, you can trade off of this level and take sells. I don't really like it. I feel like that's a risky trade, especially when the market is trending upward. I would look for buys. So like I said, unless like it's showing a change of character where it sells off, retest to sell off again, I'm not going to take that risk, But by all means, you do what you do. Obviously, these levels that I have in the purple boxes are like strong areas of support and resistance. You can easily make a play off of that. Easily make plays off of that. So, I feel like this is a simple way to trade. It's not stressful at all. And then, like I said, obviously, like I have tools that I use to help me. I'm only going to give like a sneak peek. This is like one of my indicators, but I'm not going to show the full thing unless you join my Discord. You'll see what I'm talking about. All right, so I'm not even gonna lie. I seen this indicator, and I didn't even really know how to pronounce it. So if you're using it, just know it looks like this. But I call it Lauryn Hill. I just call it my Lauryn Hill. That's what I call the indicator. I call it Lauryn Hill. I don't know why, but that's what I call the indicator. And so yeah, this a little cheat code. You could trade off of the kernels, but like I said, it's all based off of what I want price to actually do, right? So obviously down here, I would have wanted buys anyway. But this is just more of like a confirmation. This is not, I'm not trading off of this, if that makes sense. I'm not basing my trades off of this. Because if that was the case, then look, I'm pretty sure in 1 minute it'll have a kernel. Oh no, not yet. But I'm pretty sure a kernel will come soon for the sales. But I'm not like, you can't get wrapped up into that. That's gonna like throw your trading off if you don't know what you're doing. As you see, like even with that, it's not even 100% win rate. It says 67. You know, so if you don't know how to use it, then you'll wind up just like taking any kernel that pops up, and then you'll wind up being in the wrong direction of a trade. All right, so that's just some source for some of y'all. So right now, price is reacting off of the 15-minute level. At the top of the 15-minute orb. Orb just stands for opening range breakout. All right. You see how price is coming down, reacted off of this, it resisted. If we see like strong engulfing candles coming up back off of this, those are that's a good time to make a play. Like I said, it's not the best play, but it's similar to like this, what I'm talking about up here, right? It can happen on this 15-minute opening range. But like I said, I think the best trade of the day today would be for price to come down, and then we trade with the trend back up, because it's gonna most likely hit higher levels than here and surpass it if it comes down here to bounce back up. All right, so my guys on it's probably not gonna show on YouTube, but if you're on my Discord, you'll probably still be able to see. Let me see. Yeah, if you're on YouTube, you can't see this right now. So if you're on my Discord, you'll see these are the fundeds. And this is Tradeovate. So this is what you'll be using Tradeovate to basically trade your accounts. If you're going to copy trade, because TradingView doesn't allow you to copy trade. So like I said, for YouTube, I have a did somebody say something in the Discord? Okay. How much you need to start? Okay. Yeah, you can ask questions on the Discord or YouTube. It doesn't matter. I just want to make sure I checked it. All right, so yeah, like I said, if you're on my Discord, you can see my screen. For those of you that's on YouTube, just get into my Discord. It's a free Discord. I got a lot of information in there. But like I said, if you're in my Discord, you should be able to see Tradeovate, and you'll see how I'd be able to trade multiple accounts at once. But yeah, if we find a good trade, then I'll definitely get in. But right now, price is doing exactly what I thought it would do, and that's drop. I want it to continue to drop. Hopefully it can get down to these levels or even close to it. Well, all right, this is what I'm about to do, actually. It's time to go?
I gotta get out. There's a time I gotta something.
Oh, I got you up.
Yeah, you gotta be out.
All right, so prices dropped. Check the 5. So we got an engulfing candle off the 1 minute. After a retracement. It didn't come down to where I wanted to come down to. We're kind of in the middle of a zone, but we are at the top of the hour, and this was a very strong close. This was a very strong close. I'm debating on whether I want to wait. And usually when I do that, I say I want to wait. There's something telling me to just wait. So I'm going to be patient. I'm not going to rush. Like I said, I want price to come down here. So hopefully we can get a push down here before we actually enter. You know, I'm not even on my trade evade though. That's crazy. I gotta make sure I was actually trading my real money. All right, cool. All right, so y'all see the funded is up. The funded is up now. It was not up before. All right, so I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna be patient. Like if I was to, let's say if I was to enter, let's see what that would look like. Oh, I basically would have came back to break even already. But I'd have been trying to take it from there. And then my SL would have been like, yeah, I don't know. I don't like that. That's like that risk is like it's too much. You know? I don't like that. See? And then see this is why being patient is like is goated. Because yes, I want to catch my entries off of an engulfing candle. I want to catch my entries off of an engulfing candle. But look, it's just not ready. We're in no man's land right now. We're in the middle of the 15 minute and the 1 hour zones that I've marked up. Entry still would have been here, you know. And then, like I said, if the trade takes off on us and we miss it, hey, it's part of the game. I'd rather that than to get in, maybe get wicked out or lose, you know, especially like that. That's like a ban. Usually I like risk like $300, $200, $400, like in between that range, depending on what it is. So that way I could take multiple trades, but I'm not going to risk $1,000 on one trade to potentially make $1,000. Like, you know, I don't really like my odds. It's 50-50. I'm not a 1-to-1 kind of guy. I like 1-to-2s, 1-to-3s. I mean, I secure my goal for today, but like the trade that I try to take, I at least try to make sure that if I am going to get in, I'm risking, you know, very little compared to what I could get. So we're gonna chill out, eat this oatmeal. What time we need to leave?
We are already at 10:45.
All right, so I got a few minutes with me. We're just gonna chill, wait for this setup to happen. So then we're just vibing out. If I got any questions, let me know. I'm still looking in the chats. My guys on Discord, this play right here. It's not bad because of what it's bouncing off of. But I just feel like it's too risky right now. Like you could find a better one. That makes sense. We could play it because 5 minutes just went by. I just don't like where it's at. I really don't like where it's at. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's really in the middle of nowhere.
Get away from having to just get there.
I do like it though,
This is what travel can be.
but I've seen better.
Retrain travel. Amtrak.
Yeah. Oh no, it's good. Let's see if Discord got any questions. Okay. Let's go. See, look, price is going where I want it to go. Imagine being impatient and then hopping in for that buy. No bueno. There's three things that can happen. Just the A plus setup right here. Down, back up. And then these other two are other plays. I won't say one's 2 and then one's 3. I'm not gonna say that. I think they're both equal. But this right here, bong, back up, that's the A plus right there. That's the A plus. Why? Because all right, like let's say we could catch an entry in this purple zone I got, somewhere in the purple zone, and then take it back to the top. And then now, because we know that this is a strong level of support and it's a strong level of demand, we don't have to put our stop loss too far under where price has already just bounced off of before. We're just going to put it like a little under. We will put it like a little under that, so that way if price still wants to bounce off that same level of price, it has enough breathing room to do so. But you see now, I'm not even risking as much as I would have been risking if I took this trade and tried to put it under where price has bounced off of before. Makes sense? I'll be risking I'll do that. I'll risk 640 to make 4,000. That's it. You ask me, that's a good ratio. You know, and I'm not even going to be, if I'm being honest, I'm not even going to wait that long. Now, if price even gets halfway through this, you know, you're up. And my daily goal is like this right here. Now, I wouldn't necessarily risk this much to get my daily goal. But like if I know price is going to keep going, then as price goes, I secure my profits with my stop loss, right? I'll bring my stop loss up to my daily goal. Now I could just let it run. Like that's the name of the game. Like that's the setup that we want. That's the real setup that we want. So hopefully we can get that before I gotta hop off the session, but that's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. Whoa. Remember, price doesn't just move in a straight line. It's like a staircase, if anything. Whether you want to look at the staircase when it's going up or going down, it doesn't just go. It's not like a slide where it just slides down. It'll go down, come up a little bit, go down, come back up a little bit, and go down, come back up a little bit. Or vice versa on the uptrend, it'll go up, come down a little bit, go up, come down a little bit, go up, come down a little bit.
Insurance companies are trying to remove a viral social media video that claims people involved in a car accident in the last year could receive up to 10 times more from their settlement without hiring a lawyer or going.
Doesn't matter.
This tea got me warm.
Let's open up the window.
Price pushing back up. At this point, it's just a waiting game. I went to sleep, but who won the game last night? Let me see. Oh, the Cavs won. The Cavs won. Let's see who was going crazy. 8 rebounds, 6 assists. 4 rebounds, 3 assists. He was turning that pill over though. Six turns. He do got the ball in his hand a lot, but still. Okay, Strauss with 20. Oh wow, Cade went for 40. Cade for 40. He had 39, 7 rebounds, 9 assists, almost a 40 clip double. Wow. I mean, he had 3 more. If he had 3 more rebounds, dang. So that's tough with an L. I know that hurt a little bit. Okay, Price being a little stubborn. Let's see what the Lauren Hill talking about. See this little retracement. Ain't really set up for the buys yet, but that's the 1 minute. Last took off. It's doing a little retracement now. So this is what I would say about this. Structurally, good in terms of retracing to a level, and then keep coming to the same price and rejecting off of it. In a weird area where taking this entry, it could be very risky, to take it from here to here. Even though from here to here would definitely hit my daily goal and some. But this area is just like it could easily reject off of this, you know. And it's hard to catch this because of where it's at. It could sell off from here too. And I'm not like I said, I'm not in that business of risking that like that. Even though we definitely could have caught some entries off of this. If I'm being honest. I just personally don't like the entry. But we're gonna see. If it breaks this, I could see the market continuing to go up because it broke the 15-minute opening range, basically came down and retested. And if it breaks through again, then it's just showing like this level isn't as strong as it should be. And then let's check usually I check FinViz and Forex Factory to see if there's any news. So on Forex Factory, we have no news coming up. No news for today. The news is at 8:30 today, but that's not going to affect us right now. And then if I go to FinViz, right, then we go to Maps. I'm gonna share this tab with YouTube. I don't know why it's not actually it's saying that it's sharing it. Okay, here we go. So when you go on FinViz, right, you can go to NASDAQ and then just kind of look at, these are all of the companies that's in the NQ or NASDAQ 100, right? You got Microsoft, you got Nvidia, you got your Amazon, you got Tesla, you got Google, you got Meta, you got Apple, 100 different companies, 100 of the top companies in the US. So you see Netflix up here. And then just overall, when you look at this, right, do you see red or green? Like, to me right now, it looks pretty mixed. And that's probably why I'm like kind of in the debacle that I'm in right now, as far as like, do I really want to catch this for going up? But it looks pretty good.
Anyone who takes this course, I would say, will become an AI strategic advisor for their organization.
If I wanted to catch it, it would have. It's definitely using this play right here.
I would recommend it to anybody.
So let's just see how it reacts off of this level
So quickly that I think it's
to see if we want to take it up or within the next few minutes if it breaks through it again to come
You
down.
started your career 30 years ago. Could you ever imagine your career without knowing how to use this?
Oh, I never even switched it back to switch it back.
The tools, artificial intelligence.
know I have more tools in the toolbox than I had before. It's as simple as that.
All right, so
I was in equity research for over 20 years.
Been in global banking and portfolio management.
I am an entrepreneur. I'm chief operating officer.
any questions so far?
Right now, I'm
Anything
senior
confusing?
investment
Anything
in finance and
I need to elaborate on more?
Finance certificate program, because I wanted to know personally more about what is AI and how is the finance world using it and how can I be in the forefront.
Well, the deciding factor was the reputation and academic rigor of Columbia Business School Executive Education, collaborating with Wall Street Prep, who has provided expert training for a lot of leading institutions and organizations.
in this course, you truly learn the
See how it plays.
that will help you build.
Lauren Hill is calling out boss for the 1 minute.
The way that this program is structured is that first it teaches you what is AI, and then in the second week it teaches you the basic language of Python.
I'm not a coder by any means, but what the professor's kind of shown us is that you don't need to be a coder. You can be someone with low technical skills and go use a ChatGPT, use a file to kind of help you interact with these APIs or with these large language models. I think it's just absolutely amazing.
My analytical skills are far greater today than they were 6 months ago. We've had exposure to models.
This would have definitely been a good area for some buys.
Simulation.
Basically, what we was looking for is price to do this and be like this in this area, or come up a lot higher and then do this in this area or this area to continue up. Then we could have took it to these highs and then been done. But like I said, I'd rather wait than to have FOMO. Because it could very much so come here, react and bounce off, come down.
It is a rigorous program, but being self-timed, you can sort of go.
But you know,
to actually interact with the professor, talk to the professor, ask questions.
Let's see what price does. Oh, excuse me. All right, so here we go. Price rejecting off of this again. Let's see if this 15-minute opening range holds. If I start seeing it hold here, then I'll look for buys on the way up. If it doesn't hold, then we're gonna wait again until it has to come all the way down here, if anything, before I buy. Like I said, if you're an aggressive trader, you could easily took sales off of this, and you could have been in and out with a bag. Same thing, come here, took these sales, in and out with a bag. But I like to trade with the overall trend, the bigger trend, not just the 1 minute or the 5 minute trend. So, if anything, my entries would have been for this movement on the way up, but I just didn't like where we were as far as me entering based off of structure. Like, price is already moving down. We're in the middle of nowhere. Price could easily came up just a little bit to continue on its way back down, and I didn't want to be involved in that. So, all right, so price broke through again. If it plays off of this level as resistance and continues to sell, then that's one thing. If price breaks through and it decides to come back up and then start using this level as a level of support, then again, I'll see if I could catch a buy at the bottom of it, not like up here for the best entry. But the way this candle is reacting is as if sellers are still in control. And, at this level right here, there's a lot of selling pressure from what I see. But if it's a lot of selling pressure and then you wind up having a buying engulfing candle, then obviously the sellers weren't in too strong. So we'll see. Still waiting, still being patient. If I was on the bearish end of everything, I will be looking for a candle like this, engulfing candle for the seller side for my entry. And then I'll be taking it down. That's not my bot today. I need to see buyers come in the market.
For me, it's about the after.
Skip that. We're just waiting. Y'all got any questions? Shoot them. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. If you got some value so far. Yeah, we're just gonna be patient. Letting the market do its thing, letting the market take everybody's money. And then once it does that and it picks a direction to go in for the day, that's when we're going to try to take advantage of the market. Like I said, hopefully it happens on this session, but so I do like what I see right here as far as the buyers coming back into control. I'm gonna wait for like one more little push down, so maybe I can catch an entry from over here before getting in. But we're gonna see how it reacts off of this level. Still in for buys. Yeah, retracement to come back up. know what? I like it. I'm going to enter on my copy trader. And then I'm going to enter on this as well. I'm going to have a tight stop loss. I'm going to try to take it back up to the top. All right, so if it stops me out up here, then I'll get out on my other ones as well. All right, so I got stopped out in the on my account for the stream. I'll let this play out on my fundeds. Might have been a little too early. We'll see. I think I'm gonna shoot one more time. I think it was just a little too early.
I never would have guessed that it would happen to us. It was the worst day of our life. Whenever we got to say, it felt like they were picking up the pieces for us,
I don't know why my TP didn't get put up there, but
showing us that there was a way to hope.
we're gonna play this one more time. That's why managing your risk is super important. I probably could have gave it a little bit more breathing room, but I want to get in a better entry. So we'll let this play out.
Reinforces that every day.
Right now, when you call them online,
Let this play out.
we'll send you this St. Jude t-shirt. You can wear to show your support to help St. Jude save the lives of children like Daisy.
What else? What else? Yeah. And brave. And courageous. And courageous. Yeah. Love you. Love you.
Let's go. We should see some big push-ups after this candle. All right, so I'm up about 200 on my live stream for YouTube, and then my funded I have a TradeAway that's copy trading. I'm at break even. So we're gonna let this push up. The goal is to let it push up to at least this area of resistance right here. I should have my daily goal by then. I actually have it now. On Apex, all you have to do is get 250 plus at least for it to be considered as a winning day. I usually wait until I make about like 300, 400. And if the trade continues to run, then I just I trail my stop loss. If it comes back and hit my stop loss, I know I made my money for the day regardless. But yeah, we're gonna let it like push up a little bit more before my stop and profit. Because it's really just about getting those winning days. So right now we up 500. On my other my other fundeds, I'm up about 400. So it's like 200 behind. All right, now we're starting to get those pushes that we like. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna secure the bag. I can't lose today if I secure the bag, right? You know, so I secured some profit. I'm just gonna keep trailing this stop loss. We up 700 right now. With some profit secured. If I get up to 1,000, I'm gonna get out. Because I don't, you know, that's the goal. And you gotta think like I got 5 accounts. So if I'm making $1,000 per account, that's $5,000 for the day. Okay, I got stopped out at 500 on my live stream for YouTube, and then just because of that, I'm gonna take on my copy traded accounts, and that was about what it said, 300 a piece. All right, so let's just do the math real quick. So 500 on one account, and then it was 280. I'm gonna do the actual number. 280 times 4 plus 500. All right, so that's a $1,600 day. That's $1,600 day, and you know, if I wasn't trailing my stop loss so tight, obviously I would still be in a trade, and you know, probably would have made my band. But at the end of the day, look, it's a winning day. I took the first L. Let's see. I took the first L, so this account might. Okay, it's saying even though I made the 500, I took the first L. So with the 500 minus the 200 that I had lost on that trade, my total was 300 for this account. So let me redo those numbers. So I basically made 300. Hold on. It's 280 times 4 plus 300. So I made $1,400 for the day, and that was with me trailing my stop loss super tight. Like I didn't even have to do that, but like you know, at the end of the day, not too many people are making 1,400, you know, in a day. So you know that's with the 5 accounts that I have. I'm gonna do a withdrawal video when I can at some point. Damn, look at price, just still going. And this wasn't even the A+ setup. Like I said, what I wanted to see was price come down here, but we didn't really get that. So I said one of the other options was for price to push up past this level, then come back, retrace, and then go out. But all it really did was push past the 15-minute opening range, come back in, and then show that this area right here wasn't too strong. I took a little bit of a more riskier trade than I planned or wanted. But if I didn't have that loss, then obviously, you know, I wouldn't have been down 200 on that. If I stayed in the trade, I would have made more money. But you know, at the end of the day, like I said, it's just about being consistent. You know, winning the day. That's all that matters. You know, the $1,000 days come. I'm just trying to show y'all how easy it is. I woke up and it's only been an hour, and I've probably made more than what some people make in 2 weeks working. All right, so that's it for today. If you stayed the whole time, like I said, like, subscribe. If you watch this video later, hopefully you learned something. Still like, subscribe, share it, whatever. Like I said, it's free games, free knowledge. And yeah, man, like stack that cheese, man. Stack that cheese. I can't say anything else. Let's go. I'm gonna see y'all Mañana. I don't even like trading on Fridays, but I'll get on just to see what's going on. I don't just see what's going on. But yeah, caught it back today. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. Let's get it. YouTube, don't ban me, yo. It's an instrumental. Oh, this could be my you know what I'm saying? I'm really up here in a robe, son. We made money today. We made some good money today. All right, man. I'm out of here. I got things to do. I'm the go lopsided and shit. I'm doing the opposite. Like, I don't know. It's fucked up. I'm out, y'all. I'm out, man. I'll see y'all another day. Keep tuning into the live, man. Like, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. Go to my Discord. Let's get that money, man. Stack that cheese, you heard? I'll turn this off.